after some gap again starting today. So students, today we have taken one question. Okay, let me show this question into the frame. Okay, this is a question from lines and angles where you can see. Let me set it like this. Yes, I think it's visible now. Is it? So in this question here you can see two things are given to you. Okay, the two things which are given to you is that PS, that means this line PS, right? So PS is perpendicular to this line. Let's say this line is L. This line is L. So PS is perpendicular to L, right? And again this line RQ, this is also standing perpendicular. So I'm writing RQ is also perpendicular to L, right? So these are the two things which are given to you into this question. That is RQ is perpendicular to L and PS is perpendicular to L. So we need to find the angle of this, value of this angle Y. What is the value of this angle Y? That we need to calculate, that what is the value of this angle Y, right? So to calculate this, what we can do, we can simply, yes, I think it's better now. Yeah. So to calculate this angle Y, what we can do, you need to think, right? So here, since PS is perpendicular to this line L, so this angle P is how much? Tell me. This angle will be 90 degree, isn't it? So we can say that this angle is 90. That means angle SPQ. If this angle is 90, right, then here you can see, since PS is perpendicular to this line L, this is the line L, RQ is also perpendicular to this line L. You can see this number L, this alphabet. So that means this angle is also equal to 90 degree, right? So both of these are 90. That means SP or PS and RQ are parallel to each other because the sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree and these are equal. So we can say that PS, this line, is parallel to QR. Tell me whether we can write it like this or not. Hope you understand. Any query you can put up into the chat box. Since PS and Q are perpendicular to each other and this line PR will be acting as a transversal. I am saying this line is acting as a transversal. So that means whatever this angle, that is 55 degree, which is given to you, that is angle PRQ, that will be value of this one. Why? Because these two lines are parallel to each other and this angle is 55 degree and the angle alternate to this will also be equal to 55 degree. So we can say, being an alternate angle, we can say that angle SPR. So we can write angle SPR is equal to 55 degree, right? Why? Alternate angle. right? Now, since these two angles are equal, we need to find this angle also. What is the value of this angle? I mean to say angle PRS, right? Angle PRS is equal to what? Unless and until we know the value of this angle, we will not be able to calculate y. And after that, how we will be calculating y? Because PRS is a triangle. You can see this is a triangle. So if PRS is a triangle, right, then here we already calculated this angle SPR as 55 degrees, being an alternate angle to this angle PRS, that is whose value was known to you as 55 degree. Then in that case, if you consider the triangle PRS and evaluate or add all the angles together, it will be coming as 180 degree, right? You are knowing the value of this angle 55 degree being an alternate, but you are not knowing the value of this one. So this value can be easily calculated. You can think how. Here, this angle, let's say this angle is Z. Though the name is very clear, angle PRS, right? So angle PRS, or we can say angle PRS, which is equal to Z plus this 135, isn't it is not this forming an linear pair, right? That means the value of this being a linear pair equal to 180 degree, right? That means we can say that angle PRS or Z, we have just put the nomenclature, you can write PRS also, not an issue. So don't get confused, PRS and Z both are equal. So Z plus 135 degree, that means the given angle will be giving you the value of 180 degree, isn't it? Z plus 135 will give you the value of 180 degree. Now, the value of Z or angle PRS can be calculated from here when we subtract 135 by bringing it into the RHS. So RHS, in the RHS 180 is already there, minus 135. So this will give you the value of this angle Z, as 10 minus 5 is 5, changing the pen, 10 minus 5 is 5, and again 7 minus 3 is 4. So 45 degrees is the value of angle Z. So this is calculated as 45 degree, right? Now this angle is calculated as 45 degree, I mean to say angle Z, right? Then that means the angle of the value of PRS is calculated, and that is 45. Now triangle PRS being a triangle, what we have considered, angle PRS being a triangle, right? So can't we write angle Y plus this angle Z plus this 55 degree, all will add, and all this will give you the sum of 180 degree, because the sum of all angles of any triangle is always 180 degree. So I'm considering in triangle PRS. This is the triangle PRS. Don't get confused with this angle PRS, right? So in triangle PRS, y degree which is which need to be calculated, plus this 55 degree, the alternate angle, by alternate angle to the this angle, we have already calculated it, right? This one, plus the two angles have been added. Now which is the third angle? The third angle is this z, and the value of this z is calculated as 45. So add 45. Now all the three angles of this triangle is completed, which I have already highlighted, that is triangle PRS, and all this will add to give you the sum of 180 degree. Why? Because sum of all angles of any triangle is 180. Now you are knowing all the numbers here, 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 except this y, right? So easily you can calculate this y, right? Y can be calculated as 180 degree minus 45 minus 55, isn't it? Because this 55 and 45 goes into the RHS. Now this will give you, this will give you 180 minus 45 plus 45 and 55, both will add up with a negative sign because both are negative. This will give you 50 plus 40 90, and 5 plus 5 10. This will give you 100 degree, right? So 100 degree will be subtracted from 180. So this will give you the value of 80 degree. So the value of y is calculated as 80 degree, and in this way we have solved this question, right? In this way we have solved this question. Y is calculated as equal to 80 degree. I hope students you find this useful. If you find it useful, you can just like, okay, because using the concept of alternate angle, linear pair, sum of all angles of a triangle, the transversal, co-interior angles, all these concepts have been used, and we have calculated the value of y as 180 degree, and in this way we have solved this question, y as 180 degree. Thank you so much for watching, students. Happy learning. Bye bye.